Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV. It's the beginning of March 2012. I thought I would do an update for the real estate market for the first 2 months of the year. We can now look back at January and February and compare those with 2011, which is what I did. So I pulled one number from each of those that's super critical, and it's the total number of sales, because the total number of sales is an indicator to how the market's going. If sales are increasing, more people are buying, inventory is being grabbed up, prices tend to go up when that happens. If less houses are selling, then inventory is increasing and prices tend to decline. So everyone asks me, are prices going up? Well, I did an update in October, and I think it was in October, and I said that all these people were telling me the market was still going to drop because they were reading the national news, and I predicted that they would not drop, they would go up. So I look back at 2011, first 2 months of the year. Now, 2011 was a huge year. There were 48,000 homes purchased in Las Vegas. The number I got for 2011, first 2 months of the year, was 6,479, so roughly 6,500 houses sold during that time. 2012, same 2 months, was 7,363. 13% more than the previous year. So home sales in a year, 2-month period, are up 13%. Now, the inventory is actually going the other way, because two things are happening. One is people are buying the existing homes faster than they were, and the second thing is their inventory, because of a lot of things, including this AB 284, has started to decline. Now, I told you before, because it was predicted in October, that by now we would be out of houses completely, and guess what? We're not. There's still plenty of houses, but we're seeing the trend. It's starting to trend. It's going to get very interesting in the summer here in Las Vegas. Should be fine for the spring, but by the summer it's going to be interesting. I'll give you some anecdotal information to go along with this and what this really means to the average purchaser, investor, or whoever out there. We bought a property with an investor, a small little 2-bedroom attached house, like a townhouse thing with a yard and everything, for $37,000. And that investor 6 months later came back and said, Todd, can you get me something like it? Because I got it rented, I'm getting $700 a month rent, which is nice every month, cash comes in. And we said, sure, we'll go out and find you something. And went and looked in that neighborhood again. There's only 3 properties under $60,000 within a square mile, that whole square mile that house was in. The most recent sale was $52,000. They got it for $37 6 months ago. When I looked at the history, the prices kind of trickled down. We bought it to $37, and from there they started going up. So it looks like in that neighborhood hit the bottom in about August or September of last year. Right now in that neighborhood, we could take that house, easily sell it for $52,000 or more now that we have a tenant in it, and that person just made a killing, a huge return in just 6 months. So anecdotally what we're seeing is we're seeing the bottom end come up, we're seeing a lot of those deal properties have disappeared, and we're starting to see multiple offers on properties, we're starting to see a lot of investor interest. Also, just this weekend, Warren Buffett came out and said if he could buy a couple 100,000 residential homes, he would do it. The problem is you can't just write a check and do that. It's a couple 100,000 individual transactions, and then you have to manage all the properties. And that's a very interesting thing, because big Wall Street types cannot come into the real estate market and invest where smaller investors can. And real estate has always been a small investor, buy a couple houses kind of a market, which is kind of interesting. Which may be even good in a way. So I thought I would share the information with you. If you're wondering what this year holds, just remember this. Inventory declining, sales increasing. I'll let you figure out what's going to happen with prices. I predicted it before prices were increasing. In certain areas, we'll definitely see them increase. I think we're going to look back a year from now and people are going to say the market hit a bottom either the end of 2011 or the beginning of 2012, or we passed it already. And you will be able to say Todd Miller predicted it about 4 months ago. I called it. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you. That is my market update for March 2012, and hope to see you on another video. Thanks.